Welcome. My name is Dr. Jackson, and I am the chair of the music department. It's wonderful to have you here, and I hope you feel welcome already, even though you haven't quite come to campus yet. I think that NSO is as much about the parents as it is about the students. I know I had two sons that went through Point Loma Nazarene University. The youngest was about 13 years ago, and he graduated. And they had a great time here on campus. And they both are doing well in life at this point in time. I want to tell you a little bit about why I came to Point Loma. I don't know why you're here at the university, but let me talk about why I came. This is my 41st year of teaching. And 20 years ago, I had a choice of several universities to go to, and I chose Point Loma as a university that I wanted to go to. Why did I do that? Why did I come? Because it was a beautiful place, and you have this lovely ocean, and one of the best facilities, music facilities of any music department on the West Coast? Maybe, but not really. I think the big reason why I came to the university was two reasons: the balance of academic and faith, that there was no compromise in what we require of our students and the music that we have them perform, but yet we do it in a way where we can share our faith. All of our full-time and part-time professors are Christians, and many times they will share what Christ means to them, as well as their musical excellence. All of our faculty have personal relationships with Christ, and they are wonderful colleagues. And I think you will enjoy working with them. There's 27 professors here at the university, and I'm going to have some of my students talk about that later on. Most of all, the reason why I came to Point Loma is because of our wonderful students. We have students that are both talented and are easy to work with. I have colleagues at other universities that are jealous of me because of the great quality of students that I have. Not only that, again, that they're talented, but they're wonderful human beings to work with. I've invited a couple of them to talk to you today, and at this point, I'm going to ask John Mines to say a few words to you. John, I'll welcome you here. Thank you.
Hey guys, my name is John Mines. I'm a commercial music major, junior. A couple things I just wanted to talk about. One is ensembles. I really encourage you to join an ensemble. Early on, I was not so sure about it. But one of the greatest things that I love about the music department here is the jazz band. I joined it thinking I didn't know what I was going to do. I never really did a lot of jazz, and I just was really welcomed into it. And I really love how everyone works as a unit, and it's very fun too. I wasn't expecting it to be so fun. And John Daly is really, he's a great director, and he's part of what makes it really fun. And so I definitely encourage you to do that. A couple of other things. I really like how you could get really close to your teachers. It's a really small school, so it encourages you to want to talk to them and just get to know them. And they really want to get to know you, which is really special to me. And I think that's definitely really a key factor and something that is important. Another thing is that one thing coming into the music department is I thought for some reason it was going to be super competitive. But what I like about it is that it's competitive, not in the way that everyone wants to one-up each other, but in the way that everyone's really supportive of each other. And it kind of inspires you to want to do well and do better for yourself. And I think that's definitely a good characteristic of the music department at Point Loma. And now Dr. Jackson's going to come back and tell you a few more things.
Thank you, John. I want to give you a short breakdown of what's going to be happening when you get on campus to move in. I believe you're moving in on the 13th, 14th, and 15th on Saturday. Most of you will be moved in by Saturday afternoon. We will be evaluating the music students on Saturday afternoon. Don't worry, if you're not moving in until Saturday evening, then you can go ahead and we'll evaluate you on Sunday. We'll make a time. Or maybe you can come a little bit early to take some evaluation tests. But let me tell you what those are. First of all, before I say that, it's very important that you check PLNU email, because we'll give you all the results of your placement tests on that. So if you get a pencil and paper and write this down, first of all, at 1 p.m. on Saturday, August 15th, you will have your placement tests, and they'll first start with theory. And that's note reading, knowing your chords, knowing your key signatures, basic theory concepts. You'll be given a long test, and you'll do as much as you can do on it. If you get the test and you look at it and you say, I don't know any of this, that's no problem. We'll put you in the basic theory, which most of you are in the basic theory, but some of you will pass out of the basic theory after that test. Also, we're required with our accreditation, and let me tell you that Point Loma has 2 accreditations with the music department. One is the WASC, which is the Western Association of Schools and Colleges, and then we have a very special accreditation called NASM. That's the National Associations of the Schools of Music. And with that comes a lot of responsibilities, a curriculum that we're dictated to give in order to get that curriculum. We have to give you the curriculum to get that accreditation. We give you the curriculum that will meet the criteria of the accreditation. And one of those things is we give you a placement test when you first come in. And then we make sure that you're literate in music, because everybody here is going to be getting a Bachelor of Arts, some of you a Bachelor of Music, but you will get an accredited degree. And so the placement test is one of those things that we're required to give you. After you get done with your theory test, then you'll have a piano placement test. If you go into the piano room and you just talk to the piano professor and say, I don't know how to play piano, that's all we need. Or you'll come in and you'll play something for them, and you might pass out a piano 1 or piano 2, or even the last piano class. So we just want to put you in a class that suits your needs when you come to Point Loma. After that, at 2:30 to 4, if you're a singer, if you're not a singer, don't worry about it. But if you're a singer and you have not tried out for any choirs, and then we will have tryouts for choirs and placement in choirs. 2 things: if you've already been placed in one and you're happy, then just stay in that choir. Or you're shy and you don't want to try out, you don't have to try out. Don't worry about it. Don't come. You'll be fine. But if anybody would like to, that's going to be open up to the entire campus. So the entire student body will be trying out during that time for choir placement. On Sunday at 11:30, we will be meeting with all of the band and orchestra students, and Dr. Dowley and Dr. Tyler will just be meeting with you. So bring your instrument. You might play for them, you might not play for them. Maybe you've already sent them a tape or something of you playing, and that's fine. But they just want to talk to you during that time. And then that entire afternoon, you will be meeting with your professors on Sunday. And if there's any schedule changes that need to be made in your schedules, we will personally meet with you and make sure that your schedule is exactly what it needs to be, so you'll be ready on Monday for your classes. At this time, I'm going to ask another one of our students, Josh Urich, and he's going to come and he's going to talk a little bit about some other subjects that you might be interested in as you come to Point Loma Nazarene. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Josh Urich, and I am also a commercial music major here at Point Loma Nazarene University. And I'm here to hopefully answer a couple more questions you might have coming in at your first year at Point Loma. So one thing that you will be a part of is private lessons here. Whatever instrument you play, or if you sing, you will have a private teacher during your time here at Point Loma. You'll meet once a week, you'll work on repertoire, you'll build your skill set, And I assure you that whatever instrument you're in or your voice teacher, they're good. You're going to be in very good hands. So I know personally I have a voice teacher and a guitar teacher who I love and have become a much better musician because of that. Second of all, as John talked about, we have some ensembles, and what I'm going to talk about that I'm a part of is choir. So in choir, we meet almost every day during the week, and we sing a lot of great pieces. We go on retreats. Every year we go on a retreat, learn all our music for our upcoming tour, spend some great time together to bond, and then a few months down the road, we'll go on a tour. Depending what year it is, we'll go to a different place. Sometimes we'll go to Hawaii, sometimes we'll be in the Central Coast. So it's a really good bonding experience and a great learning time. And the last thing I'm going to talk about is mentoring. So when you come here, you will have someone older, maybe a sophomore, a junior, senior, who will be your partner, your mentor, and whatever questions you may have, they can answer those for you. For example, if you don't know where the practice rooms are or how to get access to them, you can shoot a text or call your mentor and be like, hey, I don't know where to go. Can you help me out here? And they'll show you everything that you need to know. And here's Dr. Jackson for the final little piece. Thank you.
All right, it's Dr. Jackson again. And again, thank you for attending this session. I have one last thing to do to talk to you about. Again, get out your pencil and paper and write this down. And if there's any problems, just give me an email or we'll fix it when you come on classes for NSO. We start on Monday, and I believe that is the 17th. These are classes that you should be having in your schedule. You should be in a performing ensemble that's band, choir, or orchestra. You would be having a piano class, or you'll have private piano lessons. Number 3, you're going to have a class called Introduction to Listening, MUH 1001. You'll have a theory class. Most of you are going to be in basic theory. We will know on Sunday if you've transferred out of basic theory and you're in theory 1 or theory 2, and then we'll change your schedule when you come on campus. You should have MUA 0000, that's applied lesson, and we will set you up with your teacher, and one of the students is going to talk to you about that as well. And then you'll have an Introduction to Music Technology, MUT 4090. We are living in an age where you need to know technology as musicians, and this will be an introduction for that for you. Thank you again for coming and clicking on my link to hear the NSO for music. Also, transfer students could be a little different than that. If you're a transfer student, your schedule could be a little bit different than what I just said. I look forward to meeting you in a couple of weeks, and God bless you.